Joining us for more on this, Harish. आशुतोष इज ऑल्सो विद अस। आशुतोष, पहले मैं आपके पास आता हूं। ये जो हमने अभी मैप दिखाया, जो लोग जब रिस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं था अंदर गए थे, वो ये कह रहे हैं कि हमने देखा हुआ है और इसीलिए अब सच को छुपाने के लिए ये अंदर वीडियो सर्वे मना कर रहे हैं।
बिल्कुल, जो भी लोग अंदर दाखिल हुए हैं उन्होंने साफ तौर पे कहा है, न सिर्फ हिंदूवादी जो पक्ष के लोग हैं वो बल्कि जो वीडियोग्राफी और फोटोग्राफी करने के लिए अंदर गए थे लोग, उन लोगों ने भी ये साफ कहा कि मस्जिद के पश्चिमी दीवार के साइड में अगर आप देखें तो वहाँ पर नागर शैली से जुड़े हुए कई कलाकृतियाँ आपको देखने को मिली है। मसलन उसमें स्वास्तिक के निशान थे, कमल के निशान थे, गणेश जी की मूर्ति से संबंधित कुछ इस तरीके की जो पेंटिंग्स की कलाकृतियाँ थी वो देखने को मिली हैं। इसके साथ साथ जो उत्तरी भाग की अगर बात करते तो वहाँ पर भी कुछ इसी तरह के जो नागर शैली से जुड़े हुए जो कलाकृतियाँ हैं वो देखने को मिली है। तो निश्चित तौर पे ये साफ हो गया है कि मस्जिद के अंदर कुछ न कुछ ऐसा है जिसे छिपाने के लिए अंजुमन इंतजामिया कमेटी लगातार सरकार पर और कोर्ट पर।
So what really is the truth which systematically seems to be buried over the decades? Harish, you must tell us what happened yesterday when the surveyors went there and the contempt petition which is in court.
Yes, first I would like to tell you, Meghna, that what is the main argument of the Hindu petitioners? They say that the religious character of the Gyanvapi Mosque is that of a temple. There cannot be a mosque on which on the walls of which there are engravings and idols of Hindu gods like Sringar Gauri, Lord Ganesh, Lord Hanuman and Nandi, and they go on to say this is why this demand for conversion of the Gyanvapi Mosque, to reclaim the Gyanvapi Mosque, will not be hit by the Places of Worship Act, because the religious character of the Gyanvapi Mosque is that of a temple, and this act in fact says that prohibits a conversion of a religious structure and providing for maintaining status quo as on 15th August 1947. So they say if the religious character of this Gyanvapi Mosque is that of a temple, there is every right, they have every right to reclaim this temple and remove the mosque and restore the old.
Harish, thanks for that quick update. Let's Meghna quickly open this up. Joining us, Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson, national spokesperson of the BJP, Naveen Chomal, Danish Qureshi. Danish Qureshi, let me begin by asking you, how will the change of commissioner help? क्या उससे ये जो सब हैं, जो लोग अंदर गए हैं, वो कह रहे हैं हमने ये देखा, क्या छुप जाएगा उससे?
देखिए, मैं तो इतना ही कहूंगा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी और आरएसएस अब एक काम शुरू कर दे। ताजमहल का भी पिटीशन फाइल हो गया, 5 एकड़ उसका भी दे दे, 5 एकड़ इसका भी दे दे, 5-5 एकड़ देना शुरू कर दे। अल्टीमेटली व्हाट दे वांट इन द कंट्री, they want peace in the country or not? The single line question is that, and we want answer from the government. Why Modi government is silent? Why Yogi government is silent? How the court can violate the law which has been enacted in power?
Shazia Ilmi, do you find it interesting because the plea is by women petitioners? It has per se nothing to do with the BJP, but at the end of it, it is your alleged agenda, a political agenda, which is always brought into question instead of looking at the proof, the maps that we are getting for our viewers.
So, well, clearly BJP has nothing to do with it. But I want to ask Mr. Danish that what is your agenda? Isn't the onus of peace also on you? Isn't it on every citizen? And you know, Danish, very well that anywhere in the world, in any mosque whatsoever, would there be deities? Surely you know Islam better than that, don't you? So isn't it a good idea not to pursue this and make it political? And
Danish Qureshi, if there was no masjid there, if there was no mandir there, then why not agree for a survey? Simple question. Agree
but for what? I didn't get that. Why court want a survey if there is a law which has given a right to the religious base to remain same, which was formed since 1947, 15th of August. Why they want to do survey?
No, why are you blocking the survey? What is it that you want to hide? Danish Qureshi, simple question. क्या छुपाना चाहते हैं आप?
Suniya, nothing to hide. For sake of argument, if anyone is alleging that Aurangzeb had destroyed a mandir or anything else, so how you can get reclaim in the democracy of India, where the laws are being enacted to remain same, the religious places which are being as in 1947.
Since you're talking about laws, of course, laws talk about the freedom to practice your religion. Talha Amir Rashadi is also joining us, the spokesperson of Rashtriya Ulema Council. Sir, if you can explain that to us. अगर वहाँ पर कोई मंदिर था ही नहीं, तो फिर सर्वे क्यों ब्लॉक किया जा रहा है? ताल्हा जी।
सर्वे ब्लॉक करने की बात नहीं है। देखिए जो फंडामेंटल्स हैं, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द फंडामेंटल्स। जो पेटिशन की गई है या जो लॉ सूट है वो खुद मेंटेनेबल नहीं है। इनिशियली इसको रिजेक्ट
कोर्ट डिसाइड करेगी।
सिविल कोर्ट को
मैनेजमेंट ऑफ द मस्जिद ब्लॉक द सर्वेज, वो कोर्ट डिसाइड करेगी। सर्वे क्यों ब्लॉक हुआ?
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने फेथ पे डिसाइड कर दिया बाबरी मस्जिद का मैटर। किसी ने बोला फेथ पे डिसाइड करेगा या कानून से डिसाइड करेगा?
अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हिच लॉ कर रहे हैं? दानिश कुरैशी, व्हाट आर यू सेइंग? The case was decided on faith. What are you saying, sir?
Yes.
You started by mocking the Supreme Court. No, 1 minute. Danish Qureshi, you began by mocking the Supreme Court and you said 5 एकड़ यहाँ से दे दो, वहाँ से दे दो, ये दे दो। ये 5 एकड़ की बात कहाँ से आई?
Not mocking. Remember one thing. What was Supreme Court indicated in the matter of Babri Masjid? That राम लल्ला प्रकट नहीं हुए थे, राम लल्ला की मूर्तियां रखी गई थी। 1984 में बिना अधिकृत तौर पे ताला खोला गया था। बाबरी मस्जिद गैरकानूनी तरीके से तोड़ी गई थी। No one is connected in the demolition of Babri Masjid.
Mr. Danish Qureshi, you tell me, sir, आप बता दीजिए ना, what is the problem? Why are you blocking the video survey?
No, the order itself violated the law, Temple Act of 1991. That's it.
And the masjid, and the masjid panel, which is not allowing the survey team inside, they are not in contempt.
Why should they allow? This is the democratic right of that. Why
Naveen Chomal, you being a lawyer, you should perhaps come in. You can perhaps explain why the Supreme Court, in its wisdom, believed that the Babri Masjid demolition, after it was raised, then there should be alternate ground which should be given. Why this and the merits of this case seem to be very different and still sub judice?
See, in my clear opinion, there should not be any distinction because, firstly, I'll make the matter very clear to you that it is a historical record and there is an undisputable record that Kashi, Varanasi, is one of the oldest city of the country and it is the city of Lord Shiva. There are records of it, innumerable records of it. And there has been a Shiva temple over there. And it is also a historical record that after Chhatrapati Shivaji escaped from Agra, Aurangzeb had issued farmans to destroy Kashi Vishwanath temple. So there are records of it. And today,
nobody has a doubt in that.
The Gyanvapi the structure where it stands, there is a, I have been to that place, there is a big Nandi facing towards the spot which they call it as masjid. So how is it possible that a Nandi will be facing a masjid? So it is obviously clear that there was a Shiv temple over there and Nandi is outside the Shiv temple facing the Shiv ling over there. And also it is a fact that inside the structure there are signs of Hindu temple over there. Swastik is there, and other Ganpati is there, Sringar Gauri Mandir is there. So there is more than abundant evidence. So if the other side is trying to dispute it, let them bring some evidence. Who built the masjid? When was it built? What are the records? They don't have any records.
Danish Qureshi, base it on evidence. Naveen Chomal, he is a lawyer himself. He is asking for evidence.
Why should anyone brings an evidence? For sake of argument, if that anything is demolished and mosque has been constructed, but what is the law of 1991 say? That is a clear line. How did this petition has been entertained by the court? My single line question is that, and nobody.
Shazia Ilmi, perhaps you should answer that, because the implication is that it is your government, your regime, which is even influencing the judiciary as per the insinuations of Danish Qureshi.
Oh, anybody can influence the judicial system.
You said, under why? Under which law
please
was
don't
it
say
being
that.
allowed and this petition accepted?
No.
You've been questioning the Supreme Court.
No, that will be the end of democracy.
Let Shazia Ilmi answer.
What was the first line of that Supreme Court? That Supreme is supreme but not infallible.
I can only speak. No, next you'll say, just now he said that even the Supreme Court judgment was based on faith. So are you saying that the BJP influenced that as well? What is the insinuation? I think it's a very dangerous insinuation. And I refuse to comment. It's too dangerous a thing to be a part of it.
Right.
I refuse to be a part of this conversation. I can only speak for my party.
Right.
I am an honest, law-abiding citizen of my country.
Let's see what the
and
court decides. The hearing resumes tomorrow. We are unfortunately out of time. I thank all of you for joining us. A short break on Times Now. Lots more lined up when we return. Stay with us.